Muy buenos suscriptores y bienvenidos a un nuevo gameplay. Continuaremos donde lo dejamos en el episodio anterior. Justo aquí lo dejamos, ¿vale? Acabo de cargar la partida tal y cual estaba y la verdad no tengo ni idea qué hay que hacer. Voy a ir a hablar con Watson a ver qué nos dice.
Holmes, please call a cab while I pack my suitcase.
Okay.
We should be late for the train.
Okay.
Watson, I'll hold a cab for us. We leave in 5 minutes for the station.
Ok, una semana después. Un poco ridículo. Era pero un carro una semana después. Vamos a ver qué nuevo caso nos repara este videojuego o viaje. Puede que hagamos el viaje, puede que no. Igualmente, para los que no saben lo que sucedió, les recomiendo ver el episodio anterior. JK nos encontramos con, si no me equivoco, el hermano de Sherlock o de Watson. Alguno de los dos. Era hermano de alguno de los dos. Creo que de Sherlock.
What a gloomy night. It was warmer inside the waiting hall.
Since the station master told us that the train is about to arrive, we should not have to wait very much longer.
Yes, at last.
Attention! The train is arriving at the station. Please stand well away from the platform edge.
I'll take your bags and your blasted archive suitcase. But, Holmes, the headlight. It's faded away.
Something is wrong. I can't hear any sound from the incoming train.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what has happened?
I don't know. It's as if the train vanished into thin air.
Holmes, say something.
Quick, fetch a lantern and let us take a look.
Uy, el tren
It's too
siniestro.
dark. Only fog and rails, nothing else.
There is no use in stumbling around here at night. We will come back tomorrow.
Early in the morning. Creo que en inglés sería como early in the next morning. Ok, de momento resolvió el misterio del tren desaparecido. Una estación de tren a horas intempestivas. Nunca has visto esa palabra. Un tren a punto de llegar y un misterio indescifrable. El regreso de Holmes y Watson de sus vacaciones. ¿Cómo se llama? Se convierte en una historia de intrigas. ¿Y qué tenemos? Ok. Ya no.
Well, here we are again at Evesham Station. We have a full day ahead. Let us begin our investigation.
Let's go, bitch. Examinar las vías donde se parece el tren. Vale. Uy, la musiquita, qué mal rollo. Ok, parecer esto no tiene nada que ver. ¿Esto qué es? Ah, la sombra del farolillo. Ok, de momento nada fuera de lo común, creo yo. Es por donde llegamos. Y si no me equivoco, el tren... Pues no. Y si no me equivoco, el tren por allá desapareció.
This is the place where we saw the train vanish last night.
A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train. Railway sleepers, nothing unusual. There are no tracks or footprints on the ground. The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here.
Huh.
There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues, but then a negative result is also a result.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No clues and you're smiling.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising. This investigation won't be simple. We shall require a map.
Perhaps the station master could lend us one.
Ok. Pues vamos a la station. Encontrar un mapa de la vía ferroviaria. ¿Qué es el señor, no? Es este viejito.
Good morning. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station Master Everett. You were here last night. So, you are Mr. Holmes, the great detective. Will you be investigating what happened?
I shall indeed.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
¿Qué hay aquí? Ah, pelocano. No, ¿para qué? El relojito, no. Sucio aquí. Divorciado. Casado. No vi bien si era la marca nada más o...
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to be. However, if you need it, you can have the train composition report. It's inside my office.
I would be glad to have a detailed map of the local railway district.
But of course, please, take the one that's pinned inside the waiting hall.
See you later, my good man.
¿Vamos por aquí? Toc, toc. ¿Y esto qué es? No sé muy bien qué era esa sala. Puerta, que nos lleváramos. Este.
This map will be useful.
Ok. Nosotros estamos aquí abajito. Porque ese humito es donde desapareció el tren. Pues podemos ver de momento. Bueno, a la izquierda es como bosque con carretera. Podemos ver como una especie de cañón aquí a la derecha. Y un lago. Demasiado lejos del lago como para que pudiera desaparecido ahí. Poder descarrilado caído en el cañón, pero no hay signos de que se fuera el causante. Aparecerá en este caso, aparecerá en este caso. Y esto no. Todos. Son 6, 7. Y el de la oficina del señor que me llevara los ¿Y dónde está la oficina del señor?
The whole...
¿Cuál es la oficina? ¿Será esta? Ah, ya la vi.
A new telegram.
I think we should meet this Mr. Robinson.
Mensaje a todas las estaciones. El señor Robinson se encuentra en la estación de Bridlington.
Here is the train set.
Ok. Tengo que hablar con el Mr. Robinson.
A telegraph.
Aquí no hay nada de interés.
According to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that entail?
That's a highly secure car, ordered by a private party. It is generally to carry something of value. Those wagons have iron walls, you know, without any windows. And they're fitted with a complex key lock.
That is important information. Do you know what was inside this particular wagon?
Certainly not. No, that's private. And it's not my responsibility to allot the wagons to whoever.
Was there anything exceptional about any of the passengers aboard the train?
What do you mean? Like officials? I wouldn't know. Oh, but now that you mention it, yes, there was something. There was a message from Bridlington station saying that the train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers. But what kind of problem that they didn't say?
That is interesting. You mentioned a problem at Bridlington station. I should like to visit this station. Could you mark it on the local map?
Of course. It's a suburban railway station. You might take a cab there.
Ok.
See you later, my good man.
Ok. De momento ocupo... Ok. Ok. Tengo que averiguar qué transportar el vagón especial, resolver el misterio del tren y recatar información sobre los pasajeros. Vamos a la estación de Bridlington o Bridlington. La verdad no le puse cuidado. Qué incómodos eran los carruajes y así. O sea, mira cómo van prácticamente entrepiernados porque el espacio es tan pequeño que no hay como espacio en sí, ¿me entiendes? Mr. Watson. Igualmente subirse y bajar, o sea, es una mierda. Tal cual. Y el asiento parece como una banca de madera, o sea, llevar el culo cuadrado. Buenas.
Railway post bags.
Ah, son bolsas de correo.
This is an absolute scandal. It's always the same with these rail companies. No respect for the customer.
No tiene nada significativo la bota. La bota, la camisa esta. No sé pensar. La boina, joder. La alianza siempre es importante. Pantalones, tiene que haber algo. ¿La mano? What happened?
Please calm down, sir. What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is. Last night I were on the train as usual with my colleague, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector, who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared, but I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid, and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
Interesante.
Can you recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
Well, yes. They were all foreigners. Spanish-looking toffs with snake eyes.
Eso me imagino que es como ojos de gatos, como dicen en otros países. Por lo menos aquí en Costa Rica se le dicen ojos gatos, que es como ojos de color, que no son cafés. Pues Mr. Robinson, parece un tejano. El millonario de los padrinos mágicos, creo que es que usa sombrerillo blanco y chaqueta roja también.
Good day. To whom am I speaking?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I had a complaint.
We are not from the railway company. We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Flomes, please excuse me, but I'm not in the mood for idle chit-chat at the moment.
Cada mierda rojo. Sombrito tejano. Australiano, nada misma mierda. Ropa cara, expensive clothes. Los canguritos. Típico Australia, canguros. Piel de cocodrilo.
You must be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Yes?
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train. It would help if you could answer my questions.
Ah, well, all right. I have nothing to hide.
Está tomando agua.
I presume it was you who placed the order for the special wagon.
Yes, it was to transport my valuable prototype safely to London. My prototype is a revolutionary device. It is capable of producing electricity. I'm a businessman and an engineer. I had already found several potential customers for my invention, but I was very optimistic about the directors' board who were travelling on the train last night.
Okay.
You mentioned a director's board. Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazes Company. I had made an appointment with them. Now they are lost, along with the train and my prototype.
What do you know about the Barcazes Company?
It's a large South American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
Okay.
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
For God's sake, sir, it is priceless. It could change the world we live in, and yet I was selling it for almost nothing. I am a humanitarian, you see. I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damned train.
Mr. Robinson, could you please clarify? Were you travelling alongside your prototype?
Yes, I was. But I had to step off the train. And all because of this stupid station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room. I merely informed you of this.
Mr. Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected. So yes, of course, I agreed to see him. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. I thought perhaps he might have been delayed, so I chose to wait a while. But despite my requests, the train left the station without me. Absolutely unacceptable.
The timetable is strict. We cannot wait any longer. The regulations require the train to be on time.
You are an idiot. You will pay for it. I will sue you.
The ticket inspector forced all the passengers from the train except for the directors of the Barcazes Chilean company.
Aquí todo parece indicar a que se sabe ya qué es, pero... ¿Dónde estás tú, marica? No creo que este men sepa nada.
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Okay, o sea, está claro
Thank you, sir. My name
de
is
que
Sherlock.
todo gira alrededor
I
del
investigated
experimento de
the
los
unfortunate
millonarios.
disappearance
Acá llama.
of last night's train.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions. Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with two furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I understand.
Ok, vamos a perfilarlo. Uy, claramente. Ropa limpia. Instrucciones. Mancha de tinta.
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did. And I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
Una semana.
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young man. I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
Yo soy la...
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr. Holmes. Think of your career.
Ah.
Y en
that
sus
is-
dientes.
Well, I'll tell you everything. First of all, I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And then, later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
A ver, ¿qué dice?
We ought to visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
Qué raro. Momento, ya regreso. Continuamos. A ver, informe de Chesterfield. Se informe sobre el tren. Estaba plagado de errores y casi ilegible. Es difícil entender si confirmó que el tren pasó por su estación o no. Ok, ahora tengo Chesterfield, Evesham y Bridgington. Nosotros estamos en Evesham. Nosotros estamos en Evesham. No sé cómo se pronuncia eso, ¿no? Oh, puedo hacer una hipótesis ya. Wow. Ok, solo una hipótesis podemos hacer. Los chilenos permanecieron en el tren por casualidad, perdón, golpeé el micrófono. El conductor no los vio. Chilenos abandonados. Los directores de la compañía chilena fueron abandonados en el tren intencionalmente. El revisor obligó a apiarse a todos los pasajeros menos a los chilenos. No creo que no los haya visto. No me suena que no los haya visto. Lo siento, pero no. ¿Qué más hay por aquí interesante? Huh.
The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
Seguro contratado por Thomas L. Robinson para su prototipo generador autónomo de electricidad. Esta póliza cubre parcialmente la pérdida del prototipo hasta el 50% de su valor. Cuantía máxima asegurada 15.000 libras. Duración de la póliza 1 año ampliable. Ok. Ok, me da que conversación, me imagino que con este roco. Vamos a ver qué nos dice el roco.
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh, thank God. Where did you find it?
Near the telegraph station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from
I
doing.
apologise for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is strictly prohibited.
Upon my word, you keep on digging that hole of yours. You have no idea who I am.
Huh.
I see that you kept your grip sack with you. Why don't you leave it in the luggage room?
I've had other things to think about. I lost my prototype, and this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Oh, but...
Well, that won't do at all. Station master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the luggage room.
I'll do it right away, sir. Sorry, sir.
This Robinson is quite a character. We should learn more about him.
Sí. No sé por qué hasta empiezo a sentir que fue el mismo. ¿Cuál es la consigna? Que el mismo fue el que organizó esto para cobrar. Que el puto prototipo no sirve para nada. Que es un estafador, pues.
This grip sack belongs to Mr. Robinson.
I think we should open it, Holmes. This is what they call force majeure. I'll keep watch.
Of course.
¿Cómo se abre esto? Tiene como 3 candados. Ok. Vamos a empezar Ok. Que supongo que esto no importa. Está difícil esto. Dejemos este aquí tal cual, ¿vale? Pero ella nunca se llega a tocar, al parecer. O sea, prácticamente está ahí, vean. Prácticamente. Bajamos esto un poco. Ya, joder. Todavía no era tan complicado, pero me comió la
Look,
tecnología.
Watson, a bundle of contracts. Very suspicious. We should study them carefully. Mr. Robinson is the an exclusive sales contract. Yet another exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the seller.
Se los dije, es un estafador de primera este hombre.
Mr. Robinson is the seller. Yet another exclusive sales contract.
Se los dije.
Mr. Robinson. Yet another exclusive sales contract. Well, it is very clear that this Mr. Robinson received prepayments from various people for his machine.
Este hombre es un estafador de primera. No. No creo que él salga perdiendo.
This Robinson fellow seems suspicious to me.
Ya, weón. Vamos a ver qué más. ¡Ay! ¿Cómo es que se ve? Ok. Y esto no se puede conectar. Voy a dar el librito. A ver qué tengo. Informe Chesterfield. De momento solo tengo el informe Chesterfield. Vale. Entonces vamos a ir hacia allá. Ok. Vamos. Mi teoría es que este hombre es un estafador y su cómplice es el hombre que lo bajó. Que lo bajó, pues. Sin embargo, ¿dónde calzarían los chilenos aquí? Tal vez se dieron cuenta de sus planes y decidió encargarse de ellos. ¿Cómo? Eso es lo que tenemos que averiguar.
This bin is full of empty bottles.
A fishing advertisement.
I had thought that all station masters knew the Morse code, but apparently not.
¿Este hombre está muerto o borracho? No, está borrachísimo. Borrachísimo, aburridísimo, no sé.
A telegraph.
Una por aquí, una por allá. Oye usted, amigo.
How could he fall asleep at work like this? Excuse me, sir. Wake up. Ah, his breath. He must have swallowed half a distillery.
And that explains the how.
By his sleeping off the alcohol, you mean? Wake up, please, sir.
Huh? What? The 18-hour 72 train has arrived?
Good day to you. We are investigating the disappearance of last night's train, and we should like to ask you a few questions.
No sé ni dónde está parado.
Were there any passengers who got off that particular train at your station last night?
No, nobody, it seems to me. Although I did not leave my office, so...
No doubt you were very busy.
You don't say. You can't ever get any peace around here. Now you have to send a telegram each time a train arrives and departs.
Ropa limpia. Alianza. La pachita. ¿Qué es eso? Hilo de pescar. El lago.
The station master Bertram from Bridlington showed me a strange telegram that he received from you last night. It concerned the train, but it was barely comprehensible.
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
You were not tired, you were inebriated. Tell me the truth now, or I shall not hesitate to document your state in my report.
My friend means that you will end up by being sacked from your position.
All right. So I was drunk. I don't remember all of yesterday, to be truthful to you. Please don't go harsh on me.
Holmes, this man has consumed a considerable amount of alcohol. He's not entirely helpless yet, but...
It will not be long before he is. Obviously, his testimony cannot be trusted.
Voy a investigar por los... ¿Por cómo se llama? Por aquí cerca, pues. Por las zonas aledañas.
Locked. There is no sense in asking the station master to open it. We shall have to pick the lock.
Vamos a forzar la cerradura. Joder, porque todas son así. Esta tiene pinta de ser muy facilona. Es que la otra flipas, o sea, tenía dos lados, prácticamente todo.
Railway post bags.
Herramientas.
These tools were used quite recently. They are still muddy. We should ask about them.
Porque es cierto. Como lo supuse. Se abría un lado, se abría el otro. Voy a recorrer un poco las vías, a ver si veo algo. Ya si sigo para allá me manda a la otra estación, ya no me deja avanzar a pie, digamos. Vamos a ver si puedo hablar, vamos a hablar con este borracho. Vean qué equipaje aquí. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Dónde era? Necesito Watson. ¿Por aquí? Ah, aquí. A ver. Herramientas sucias.
You have quite a number of dirty tools lying around here.
Ah, yes. Well, thank you for reminding me. I should clean them. Although, it might be easier to put them outside. Seems it might start raining soon.
I meant, what were they used for?
Some workers come here and borrowed them from me. They wanted to lift the edge of the railway to one of the stations on the line, so that the water wouldn't come in too close.
Who were these workers?
Well, they didn't seem to be from the company, but they was fine lads. They invited me to share a drink. And whatever it was, it had a kick to it. They wasn't English. No, I don't believe so. But see, they knew just what a man needed to brighten up his dull
Tal vez
evening.
chilenos o australianos. Vamos a tomar ese camino. Aquí tengo un libro. Pues ahora sí me deja un poco confundido. Vale, me falta aquí.
A handcar wheelbase. Interesting. It appears that elements of the same construction were scattered everywhere.
Esas son las de que van como bombeando, ¿no?
Watson, please tell me, do you believe in magic?
Of course not, Holmes.
Then you are of the opinion that a train cannot simply disappear.
Well, we both know that that is obvious. Why are you asking such peculiar questions?
A little patience, Watson. You will understand my point quite soon. So, are you quite certain that you saw the train at Evesham Station?
Yes, of course. We saw it coming. The headlights, and heard the whistle.
But that is it. We didn't see the train itself.
But... Oh, Holmes, I'm a little confused.
Fue un señuelo. Fue esto. Llegaron, silbato, apagaron la luz, echaron para atrás. Ok, vamos a rearmar la dresina.
I should use the appropriate object here.
Ok. Esta palanca.
I should use the appropriate object here.
Y el freno, no sé, tiene que ir aquí.
I should use the appropriate object here.
La verdad no sé muy bien dónde estoy señalando.
I should use the appropriate object here.
Un freno. Ahora sí va esto, ¿no? Tal vez.
I should use the appropriate object here. I should use the appropriate object here.
No hace falta que haya llanta ya, la verdad. Vamos a ver qué más hay por aquí. Esta tabla. No veo nada más como que sirva. Ah, vale. Me falta algo para el chasis, ¿no?
I should use the appropriate object here.
En el chasis. Algo para el chasis. Ahí está. Como esto aquí. Ahí está, vale. Está escondidita esa tabla, pensé que era parte del marco de la ventana. Pero no.
So, now here we have the fake train. that we saw approaching Evesham Station last night.
Doesn't look much like a train to me.
Be patient, Watson, I haven't finished yet. Try using your imagination. Our train requires only a headlight and a steam whistle.
Un farolillo. Sí, creo que ya, ¿no? Ok, ahora sí.
The long pole is now attached. It will allow us to connect the headlight. The headlight is attached. The steam whistle is now connected.
Holmes, what can we do to make the steam whistle work?
It is elementary, my dear Watson. We shall need a fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher. Now let us see what we have here. First of all, let us pump the pressure inside the extinguisher. The steam whistle is ready to be used.
Y ahora vamos a recorrer las vías de tren.
Watson, I do believe that we have created an exact replica of the train that vanished in front of us last night. The criminal mind can be most inventive. I am somewhat in awe.
So such a thing is possible. If someone went to all the trouble of creating this fake train, then it was surely with the intention of stealing the real one.
Exacto.
Watson, you should not jump to conclusions. In fact, this does not tell us very much at all, except that the train did not evaporate into thin air.
No tan exacto.
Although you half suspected it.
At any rate, we now need to find where the real train might be hidden. I suggest we use my archives to find a more detailed map of our surroundings.
Well, I hope that justifies our having to load your massive archive suitcase onto the cab. It made us extremely unpopular with our driver.
Eso cambiaría. Vamos a revisar los archivos y vamos a dejar el episodio ahí, porque la verdad es que tengo bastante hambre y quiero ir a comer. Aparte que como hice una pausa tengo que...
Now we have two maps. We must combine them properly.
¿Cuál es esa vía? Por aquí tiene una pinta. Aquí ya lo vi. Tiene que ser aquí.
Here it is. There is a side branch to the railway. Its first switch is located between Bridlington and Chesterfield stations. There is one more station to be visited. It is located between Chesterfield and Evesham, and there should be a side railway to the nearby quarry.
Una
There is
cantera.
a small section of a railway at the end of Evesham station.
Vale. Pues vamos a dejarlo aquí. Ya sabemos cuál es nuestro próximo fin. Y ya se está esclareciendo un poco más el asunto. Cómo desapareció el tren, ya lo sabemos. Nunca llegó. Si quieren pueden dejar en la caja de comentarios sus hipótesis de lo que tenemos hasta el momento. Les voy a dejar un poquito aquí lo que tenemos en nuestra nube, digamos, de ideas, ¿vale? Y esto es como la información que tenemos en general. Este es el mapa actual. Tenemos esta información. Y estas son las hipótesis que tenemos. Con nuestro Holmes. Así que bien, espero les haya gustado. Nos vemos en el siguiente episodio de Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishments. Chao chao, dejen un buen like y suscríbanse si quieren seguir viendo más contenido. Bye.